President Ruto did not know Gachagua. And that's why Gachagua got impeached. And that's why Gachagua is raising hell. And that's why Gachagua is giving President Ruto sleepless nights. You only have to be a human being. If you are a superhuman, what Gachagua is doing means nothing. If you are a human being with intellectual challenges, what he's doing is not a problem. But if you are a normal human being, you are not intellectually challenged, and you are not superhuman, you will agree that Gachagua is causing havoc. So it is this Gachagua President Ruto didn't understand. And it is because of not understanding Gachagua that the impeachment went through.
Monster, Mr. Speaker, call Rigathi Gachagua.
What am I
saying? Is going to protect us from this monster, Mr. Speaker. Who's going to protect us? The
president was
because the government
Gachagua
looks like he's unable to take an action against him.
That I'm going to impeach you. And when Gachagua didn't appear to be scaring, he went ahead to put it into motion. But people have been told, we have been told, they were instructed by Ruto. So this is not far-fetched, including Glad's boss Cholet. They are saying, Rais, ukiniambia niende left, naenda left. Wakati uniambia ni impeach Gachagua, nikamu impeach. So I'm not making up this kind of stuff. It is true. The president knew he would scare Gachagua. Gachagua didn't scare. He moved the next phase to actualize the impeachment, mobilize the troops. At that point, the president was so sure that Gachagua will know he was going to be impeached and the consequences of being impeached, that when you get impeached, you become a pariah. You lose everything. You go empty-handed. You can't run for office. Nobody would want to associate themselves with you. Ruto thought, upon those considerations, and seeing that the troops are ready and the numbers are ready to impeach him, Gachagua was going to resign. Because you resign, you go with your packs. Wanakwambia mzee, ilikuwa tu kutokuelewana, siasa inakuwa namna hiyo. Usijali sana. Hata hii kitu kidogo chukua endanga ukikula katika retirement yako polepole, tutaonana tu. Ta biashara kidogo hivi. Masaire ni nyuma yako, chess cars, kila kitu, package yote, retired vice president according to the constitution, kila kitu, manai hiyo, over behind everything else, na kitu kidogo kwa mfuko enda. That's what Ruto thought. He did not reckon with the Gachagua that is Gachagua. It is now that Ruto is seeing who Gachagua is. He miscalculated. He didn't know Gachagua. He thought at the point where Gachagua will be sure he's being impeached, he was going to resign. Gachagua the man. Gachagua the man from Wamunyoro. Gachagua the man from Nyeri. Gachagua did not resign. It was too late for the president to withdraw his troops. It had reached a point of no return. Remember, people asking Gachagua, I remember even the Grand Mullah and many other people. People asking Gachagua at the last moment, please resign before this thing goes to Senate. You can see at that point it was too late for the president to withdraw. That is my thinking. And therefore Gachagua, who is now currently giving the president sleepless nights, Gachagua, who is the center of opposition, who is the symbol of resistance on Mount Kenya, Gachagua, who represents the opposition, Gachagua, who will point at the man who can become president, Gachagua, who can make Matiang'i president, Gachagua, who can make Kalonzo president. That Gachagua could not have been impeached if the president knew who he was. And therefore the president made the mistake. And it got to a point when it was too late, to a point of no return, and Gachagua was impeached.
My biggest achievement was to impeach your deputy. sababu yeye ndo alikuwa anaongoza hii mambo hii. Sasa hii mimi nikiona yeye analia kwa TV, mimi nafurahi sana, naweka chai kwa kikombe nasema waendelee kulia.
President Ruto did not know Gachagua.
That black heart, but a very dark soul.
Going to protect us from this monster, Mr. Speaker, called Rigathi Gachagua. Who on earth is going to protect us from this monster, Mr. Speaker? Who's going to protect us? Because the government looks like is unable to take an action against him. Mr. Speaker.
My biggest achievement was to impeach your deputy. Yeye ndo alikuwa anaongoza hii mambo hii. Sasa hii mimi nikiona yeye analia kwa TV, mimi nafurahi sana, naweka chai kwa kikombe nasema waendelee kulia.